Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. My name is Nastasia, and today we are doing another one of my kind of like breakup tips videos, which I love to make for you guys because I always get so many comments on them of, people saying that it even helped just a little bit, and I love that because whenever I was going through a breakup or multiple breakups, I just needed as many resources as possible to help me get through that time. So I want to be able to give that to you. So before we get into it, if you end up liking this video, give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you never miss out on a video every time I post. My Instagram is right here, so you can see all the behind the scenes of my life, and my Christian clothing shop Nolia will be down below. This is one of my sweatshirts. It says ex nihilo, which means out of nothing. And it's supposed to point to the creation of the earth and what God did. So anyway, let's get into the video. So when I was thinking today, I was thinking about this video literally today. I was like, what do I want to talk about? And this came in my head immediately of something that I don't know if I ever actually talked about in any of my other breakup tips videos. And that's so funny to me because this is something that really did get me through a really hard time in my life. So obviously, the number one thing to do after a breakup is just give it to God and surrender to Him, go to Him, and He will give you ultimate peace. With that, I did a couple other little things that kind of not only pointed me to Jesus more, but also gave me something tangible to do to help me get over that, especially that first kind of hill of sadness. So after a breakup, if you were watching this, then that probably means either you just got broken up with or it was a little bit farther back, but it's still really hard. I feel for you. My heart literally breaks for you because that's the worst. Literally the worst pain. I hate breakups. So that's why I'm making these for you, because I hated them so much. But something that I did in a particularly bad breakup a couple years ago, this breakup wrecked me. And to be honest, it wasn't even, looking back now, I know it wasn't even because of the guy. It was because why that hurt so bad. It was because I was going through so much, and I put basically all of that and all of my worth, it seems into that guy and how he saw me. And it was really painful then when he broke up with me. It was such a gift now looking back. Oh my goodness, I cannot imagine being with that guy now. Oh my gosh. But it's such a gift now, but it hurt so bad because everything was crashing in. It felt like I didn't know where to go. I didn't know what to do. All my friends were his friends. I felt like I lost everything instantly. And I was at college, and so it was my family wasn't with me. I kind of had nothing to do other than fail my classes and cry. So I'm giving you that backstory to help you understand how much of a wreck I was. It was just a year that God let me break so that He could refine me and build me back up into, who I am today. So anyway, I've been there. It's the worst. And I decided during that time, I was in a state of depression that, it was kind of circumstantial depression because of everything going on, that I had this pang of just pain that came into me every single morning when I woke up and realized oh, it's another day. It was very hard for me to kind of drag myself out of bed, but if I stayed in bed, that was bad too. And so I was I need something that's going to keep me going. I need something, not only because I wanted to track something and be able to look back one day and see how far God brought me and got me out of that, but also day to day to stay busy. Something I came up with was documenting my life in pictures during that time. So what I mean by this was not just your normal pictures of that you just take that are just all scattered throughout your phone gallery and stuff like that, but to have a specific folder on your phone. Like I had a specific folder on my phone. I named it winter, actually, because it was not only like winter time, which adds to the depression, but also it was like, I felt like a spiritual winter. I felt like it was an emotional winter. I just felt so cold and like just dark and sad. So I labeled it winter. And I decided to take a picture. I think I tried to take a picture a day, but it might have gotten a little bit, like there might have been a couple days I didn't, but I tried to take a picture a day of either the most grateful thing I was for that day, or the best thing that happened, or something that gave me peace, or something that was not pain. Like something that either pointed me to God more, or like I was with my friends and I was grateful for my friends or something like that. And I would take a picture and I would edit it the same. All of them for me had black and white editing, so they were all black and white pictures. And then I put the little date at the bottom of the picture. So what I would do usually, I think I just did this in Instagram. Like I would take the picture and then I would upload it on like how you would upload a story. And I would put it on my, like how, you know, you can put the writing on it and stuff. And I put it on there, put the black and white filter on it, put the little date in like the typewriter font and moved it to the bottom of it. And then I would save the picture. I would not post it. I would just save the picture to my phone and then like close the app and put it in that folder. So you might think that's a lot of work, but I'm telling you right now, if you are going through a breakup, what you need is to not only obviously surrender it to God, but you need a little bit of distraction, and having a little bit of work is not a bad thing. And if I find any of those pictures, because I don't even know if I have them anymore, but if I do, if I find some, I will put them in this video. And they won't really make sense to you, but they make sense to me. I can remember every single picture. I bet if I saw them right now, I'd remember exactly where that happened. I'd remember exactly like how I was feeling and stuff like that. But it could be literally anything. I remember during that season, I went to the prayer chapel at my school all the time. I'm talking like every single day. And I would read my Bible for legit hours and hours. That's not me trying to brag to you. That's me showing you like I was in such a dark place that I was like, I need to escape. I need to go somewhere else, and I need to get in my Bible because that is the only thing that is helping me not be so depressed right now. And so I would go there and I would just read my Bibles for hours and hours. And so once in a while things would happen at the prayer chapel, or I took a picture of like the big cross at the end of it or something like that. Or there was this day that these people came in and were playing the piano and were just playing worship music and just singing. And I was just sitting in one of the pews reading my Bible, and I just like snapped a picture of it. And it just brought me joy because it reminded me of, you know, people being happy singing to the Lord. And it was just a good thing of that day. Or like a cherry blossom tree or something like that, something that made me happy. Or seeing my friends and them, you know, making me happy that night and hanging out with me. Whatever I could to document the best part of that day, even if I was still sad. So what this did and what I planned for it to do was I wanted to be able to look back and see pictures of myself or things around me, whatever, during that time, to look back and see how far God brought me through that pain. Because when you are in such a dark state of depression, I'm not saying everybody that's going through a breakup right now is that low. I'm just saying for those that are, because I was there, and that is like the most horrible feeling, is like the best thing is to keep going. Like that is the hardest thing and the best thing, because you feel like it's never going to get better. You feel like, am I ever not going to be in pain again? Am I ever not going to be sad again? Am I ever not going to cry and just want to sleep all day? And I'm telling you, that day will come. It'll start hurting less and less, and maybe then you'll have a day where it hurts a lot, but then it'll kind of go back and stuff like that. And it might not be okay right now, but one day it will be okay. You might not be okay right now, but one day you will be okay. And that was something that felt very foreign in that moment, or moments of going through that. like feeling like, okay, it's day like 45 and I'm still really depressed about a lot of things in my life, and I also got broken up with and no one wants me. Like, it was just one of those things. And so being able to look back even in those moments at those pictures and be like, you know what? God got me through this day and this day and this day and this day and this day. He can get me through today. That helped so much. Before I deleted them, I did look back at them. For a few months, like after I was totally kind of healed from all of that, I looked back at them and I was like, wow, look at God. Because I was so sad and I was so broken, and it had to do with multiple things in my life all crashing in, but it just like the catalyst was a guy breaking up with me and me putting all my worth in that, and just seeing how God like used all that pain and still like just mended me and loved me and shaped me, and it was a really cool thing. And I'm gonna be honest, it wouldn't have been as cool if I didn't have those pictures. And even during that time, it gave me something to look for. Like, it gave me something to be grateful for. Because if you've gone through a breakup and it's really hard for you right now, or if you just feel really alone or something, it is so nice in that sea of sadness, because when everything is starting to remind you of him or remind you of times with him or whatever, in that sadness, to look for something that is beautiful, or something that brings you peace, or makes you feel loved, or makes you feel just like makes you smile. It changes everything, being able to then wake up and have kind of like a mission of like, okay, I need to find that thing today. Because then even in that sea of sadness, you are more likely to remember that good thing. Even if it's only for a second, it helps. It really does. Not only that, but then one day, you'll be able to help other girls. So like what I'm doing literally right now, I knew that even though it hurt, like in that moment, I was like, but if God uses this, it's so worth it. And God always uses it. And how cool would it be if you had like even a daughter one day, or like a niece or a cousin or a friend or whatever that was going through something horrible, like a breakup or something like that, that you still had those pictures and you could be like, this was me at my lowest and I gave it to God, I did this, whatever, to try to help them, and just have that to show them. I feel like that'd be so cool to be like, I've been there and I'm here with you and we're gonna get through this. I encourage you, if you're going through a breakup right now, if you haven't already, go on your phone, make a little folder, label it whatever you want, symbolic or not, and start taking some pictures, one a day or more if you want to, and edit them, like make it almost like a little art piece, like make it something that reflects you well. So for me, because it was like winter and that's so symbolic for me and stuff, I made it black and white and I put the little timestamp, and it like helped me a lot. It helped with that healing. It was like I could make something beautiful out of this pain, and like do that for yourself. Even if it's like, I don't know, maybe it's super colorful or it's black and white or it's desaturated or something, like make it reflect you. And then I would recommend putting the date on there just because that's kind of cool, and then you can kind of track it. But maybe even like a little word for that day or something. Just make it yours and make it where you can go back and look at it like a scrapbook, so that you can see how much God got you through. I love you guys so, so much. I hope this helped even a little bit, and I'm here for you. I've been in your shoes before. You might not be okay right now, but I promise one day you will be okay. So keep going, do not give up, and keep turning to the Lord. I love you guys. Bye.